You crazy Americans that are like so fucking hardcore on the right, you're like, we're gonna destroy.
I feel a little nauseous.
Why? Why?
I guess I mean
The world thinks that the US is a joke right now, and you're fucking like you that comes in to just try and destroy everything. Dude, have at her. But what I will tell you is this: in Lady T's live, we don't operate that way. We are collective. We are supporting each other. I have American friends, I have Canadian friends, and we all bond together to try and fucking figure this shit out. So when you're sites, is there due diligence in leaving people? Like, why? Pause this. America was built on Christian values. Keep your liberal oh, fuck you, guy. I will tell you right now. I'm indigenous. My fucking family backs up way into the European shit from the HBC company in Canada. Dude, what nationality? I'm just going to say this. America was built on Christian values. Do you know that America was built on fucking, how do we put this? You fucking raped and pillaged indigenous people of their rights and their land. But then you negotiated shit because they didn't have a fucking choice. But yeah, I have liberal propaganda. By the way, bitch, just so you're aware, Europeans built America, not natives. You fuckers tried so hard to rape everybody of their land, calling us fucking, what did they call us? Savages, fucking all that shit. Remind me of what they built again? Well, actually, we lived in this territory before you fuckers ever came into place. That's funny. We were actually civilized. Europeans that came into our world treated indigenous people like they were uncivilized. That's what happened. Anything else? Let's go. I'm happy to go toe to toe with you. What's your point? We're grateful to the Europeans. No, we're actually not. And I'm actually Métis. That's how they needed to be treated. They attacked Europeans. Is that what you actually said? That's how they need to be treated. They attacked Europeans. Oh my God. Aw, honey. You need some fucking education. I'm just sitting over here laughing because I'm like, you gotta be like young. You gotta be like young. And I'm happy fucking engage you. Europeans are the most civilized, advanced race to ever exist. Cool. So what does that mean for you? What does that mean for you? Let's have a chat. What does that mean for you? Cool. You're the most advanced civilized ship. So what's your nationality? Let's just check it out. Let's just check it out. Let's just laugh this out. What's your nationality? Let's just have this conversation. So, natives are a bunch of fucking scavengers. Okay, cool. Everybody just hang on. Just hang on. So he's Anglo-Saxon. And so what do you think about indigenous people? Back in the day, because I'm indigenous, but let's hear about it. Me, I'm awesome. I love to engage in theory and stuff. So let's go. Tell me about what you think about indigenous people and your ownership to their land. Let's go. I'm waiting for you, baby. Are you there? We're waiting. You think that because Europeans came and invaded North America that we were a bunch of savages that didn't own our own land, but because you conquered us in some way in your mind, that we should bow down for you. Is that what you were saying? Firstly, it's our land. We built it. Secondly, they were uncivilized. Oh, shit, son. So let me educate you on something. It was never your land. The indigenous community built treaties with other governments, especially the HBC. We built America up from the ground. Remind me of what they built. Well, actually, you raped and pillaged 1,000 fucking, a community of thousands of indigenous people. You feel proud about that? Yes, they did. I never said they didn't. Indigenous, it's just like any people that fought their culture. No, they did too. But before the fucking Europeans came over, they were just fighting each other for land. No, it's not that they didn't like each other. They were just trying to protect their sovereignty over their own nations. That's it. If you knew that. Oh, I'm not blaming you. It's not connected to Israel, Amathon. Get the fuck out of here. We're not even talking about you, dude. We are not even talking about you. Bitch, I'm going to block you because you're just trying to bring Israel into shit. Nobody gives a fuck about Israel. We're talking about Canada. Stop trying to blame us. For what? When did I ever blame you? You're the one that's going off on a fucking tangent about shit. Me, I'm just sitting here like, Canadians are happy. We have a beautiful relationship with our indigenous people. We are trying to fucking work on our shit. You're just throwing up shit like, we own you, we fucking, because you're American. Dude, I don't know what your school system taught you or your parents taught you, but I will say this to you. No, I don't need to fix any of that attitude at all. It's your type of attitude that comes in and thinks that you're the be-all and end-all of the world. You have no idea what indigenous people have brought to the fucking world in terms of, hi, thank you, in terms of representation and liberation and understanding that you don't own our shit. We kind of just came into my world and you're saying I don't own anything, but let me tell you this. I literally live on a piece of land where I grew up, where my ancestors are from. I live on it. There's a lake right there. I have a beautiful piece of property. So what do you need me to, like, what do you need me to feel to make you feel better? Tell me. We didn't. You fuckers did. You industrialized America. We were doing just fine. Anything else? Scarface? Like, okay. You industrialized America. What else, babe? Stop your communist propaganda. Be more grateful. And well, I'm not a communist, for starters. I am indigenous in Canada, and I live in a democratic society where we get to vote and shit. So I'm not sure where you're getting your shit from, but okay. Carry on, my love. What else do you need? You realize that nobody's going to believe your shit and your propaganda. You're literally Scarface. You're just like, Canada is filled with communist socialist values. Do you live here? Do you have a connection with them? Maybe if you have a connection with them, it's because you have a connection with them. I don't know. I don't know anybody, but like, okay, cool. What else, babe? Talk to me. They are Canadians who wish they were part of America that I know. Cool. And they should move to America. What else you want? Continue. Do you have an immigration problem? LOL. I don't know what. It's funny that you can't win a conversation with me, so you constantly try to like swipe into other shit. Yeah, we do. And in fact, as an Indigenous woman, I wish that we would not bring so many fucking people in. I wish we would focus more on our Indigenous communities and the water that they need than in bringing in people. Yeah, that's how I feel. Canada's being invaded by India. Well, we're not, but anyway. Go ahead. I'm here. I'm listening. What else, babe? What else? I love that you're so wrapped up in right-wing propaganda that you're trying to come into my live and just spew shit when actually I'm just sitting here existing. My country's beautiful. We support each other. You're trying to be divisive. My country is beautiful. You benefit off of the government. How? We all do. We all get like our fucking GST credits and all that shit. I do benefit off the government. I get to have a free healthcare system. I feel lucky that I live in Canada. Anything else? Just hang on. That's socialism. Okay. To you. Anything else, honey? Like, I'm pretty sure I have a brain tumor and I have had multitude of MRIs. If I lived in the United States and had to have as many MRIs that I've had in Canada, I would owe the American government millions of dollars. I have a brain tumor. They take care of me. I see neurologists. I see psychologists. I have never been charged a fucking cent because of my needs. Exactly, Bon. Okay, so all I'm saying is like I have a brain tumor and I pay your. I do. Who says I don't? Yeah, babe, me too. Anybody else? Like someone's gonna come here and be like, I hate your fucking country and your socialist systems. That's fine. Yes, I have a brain tumor. I actually have a brain tumor. I actually have a brain tumor. And I had breast cancer and I had cervical cancer. I lost both my breasts. I lost my fucking uterus. And I never had to pay for one fucking thing. I know. Thank you, Scarface. I actually appreciate it. The thing I love about people that can combat with me is like they actually have passion. No, and I appreciate that. Did you just call me a crybaby? No, fuck. I'm not a crybaby. I had cancer. I'm sorry. What kind of mother... Thank you. I appreciate that. What kind of mother raised you to be an asshole about people that had cancer? I literally had cancer. My Canadian fucking institution of healthcare took care of me. And then I had a uterine cancer. I had a fucking orange size thing this side of me. And it's not only that, like, I had to go, I have a brain tumor, so I have to go for MRIs all the time. And do you know that I don't have to pay for one thing? I don't have to pay for one fucking MRI. They just want to monitor me to make sure I'm okay as a Canadian citizen. So when you guys come at me about like our healthcare system is social, yeah, it is. But I'll tell you one thing. I have never felt more privileged and loved than being a part of the Canadian healthcare system and knowing that I'm taken care of without having to pay $100,000 for having a fucking baby or a brain tumor. I've never had to worry about that. In Canada, you can have a baby for free. In the United States, you have to have a baby for like $15,000. In Canada, I have a brain tumor for free. I get every fucking amount of care for free. Yes, we pay for it by taxes. 51st state coming. That's funny. What treatments have I received? Well, so back in 2004, I was going through this like really weird psychological phase. And so then I was in this like, how would you describe it? Like, it was almost like a mental institution, but they're trying to like figure your shit out. So I had to meet with this neuropsychiatrist and all this type of stuff. And then when they did MRIs and everything, they found out that I have a brain tumor. So anyway, after that brain tumor, that guy became my like neuropsychiatrist. He became my new neuropsychiatrist for fucking 20 years. And he died. He was the only person in my life that knew everything about me. Ever. I met him in 2004. He was with me until 2000. I never connected with anybody else in my whole life except that guy. He knew all of my abuses, all of my psychological trauma, my brain tumor. He knew everything. I was super successful in my life. And he used to tell me that like I was his number one. He said I was his number one person that had the ability to have a fucking amazing career and still have the issues that I had. And then in 2000, I was on vacation, and then his secretary called me and told me that like he can't serve me anymore. And then I found out like two years later that he died. And this person was the only person in my life that knew everything about me, everything, every fucking thing. Since like 2004 until 2024, he knew everything about me, every fucking thing, everything that people would never want to hear about, but he knew everything. He was my person. He was my fucking... He's the only person I had in my life that understood me. And he saved my life twice. My husband called him. I was driving into the side of a mountainside. I was jumping off the 16-foot building. My husband called him when I needed to get... Like, I don't even know why I'm explaining this to you fuckers. Why? I didn't even know I would have this conversation tonight, but the person I love the most in my whole wide world died. The person that protected me died. And then some guy's in here trying to fucking make me feel like a type of way because of fucking government shit. I don't give a fuck about government stuff. I don't care if you're fucking... I don't care. I don't care if you're fucking liberal or conservative or fucking liberal or fucking... I don't care. Politics don't matter. My life matters. And I lost my person. I lost my therapist. And the whole world goes around fighting about fucking right and left. And I lost the person that fucking took care of me, and none of that mattered. None of that fucking mattered. But everybody's like fucking right and left and bullshit. Like, why can't you guys figure your fucking head out? Why do you guys have to constantly fucking make shit about the fucking government? Who gives a shit? Why can't you just be neighbors? Why can't you just care about each other? Why can't you just care about each other? Why can't you just love the person that lives next to you regardless of fucking politics? Why can't you just care enough? I didn't even have an option. I lost my guy. The person that kept my mentality sane. And then I come onto my live and all I see is fucking people beefing about right and left. And I can't anymore. Who gives a shit? Why can't we just help each other? Why can't we just be there for each other? Why is everything so divisive in this world? Like, why can't we just take care of each other? Why does it have to be so hateful? Why is it fucking Republican and why is it conservative and liberal and NDP? Why? Everybody's so busy being pissed off about the government that they forgot to care about each other. They forgot that your neighbor needs love. Someone needs food. You need to care about somebody next to you. It's not about the government. It's about being a fucking human being. Why did everybody stop that? Why are you guys so hell-bent on proving a point instead of loving your people? Why? Just be better. And someone just came in here saying, fake crying for views. No, not at all. I don't give a fuck who hangs out with me or not. I'm just so fucking tired of people constantly like smashing each other down. Canada, United States, liberals, conservatives, Republicans, Democrats, like, why do we give them so much power? Why can't we just love our people? Why do we give them so much power? Everybody's so fucking angst against each other. We're supposed to fucking love each other and take care of each other. Like, why are we... What is happening in this world? We're supposed to care about each other. Scarface. Because we don't want communism. It's divisive. Fine. That's how you feel. I don't care. All I know is that my country doesn't feel that way. Canada doesn't feel that way. So you can come at us and bring all that shit and spew all your shit. Fine. Do it. I'm just gonna let you know that I have so many Canadians in my life. Citizens in your country. No. Canadians in my life, can you tell Scarface that we're united? Just say yes. All my Canadians, just say yes. Because this guy is so fucking divisive. I just need my Canadians to say yes. We are united. Just say yes. All my Canadians, just say yes. This guy is like trying to be divisive, and I'm just trying to make sure that I know we all love each other. We have different ideals, but as Canadians, we are fucking solid. Whether you are conservative or liberal, we love each other. And if that doesn't suit your narrative, I can't help you. But I'm not going to sit here and let an American what's your point? What's your point? Like, literally, what's your point, Scarface? Just spit it out. Just spit it out. What's your whole point? I mean, we're all waiting for it. You've been beaking off. What's your point? What do you want me to say to you? That Canadians are falling apart. We don't matter. We're fucking socialist. What do you want me to say? Just say it. Your whole point is your government constantly spews communist propaganda. Okay. Do you know that your government is fucking up your own people around the world? Do you know that? Do you know that there are a lot of Americans that say sorry to us because of your president? Oh no. There are, my love. Yeah, you are. You can fucking stick your head in the ground and be one of those guys, but hi, Elizabeth. But like, our people constantly hear from Americans that they are sorry for how your president is handling things. He's a great president. I don't know. No, I want to give him attention. Yeah, my hockey team is Las Vegas Golden Knights. No, it's okay. Just hang on. I'm not going to block the guy because he has opinion. I'm sitting here. I'm having a conversation. Go ahead, my love. So you're saying that we're a socialist country, blah, 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 blah. Do you realize that your president is creating... Actually, the most beautiful thing that your president has done, and I'm not even going to lie, is that it has unified the rest of the world outside of the United States of America. The rest of the world, Canada with Europe, Canada with China, whatever. We have decided to do our own thing without you guys. You guys, it's sad how Canada has lost its European tradition. They actually haven't. We have beautiful European tradition. We have never lost our European tradition. In fact, we held it proudly. I'm not sure where you're getting your information from, but okay. Canadians are proud of our European heritage, our multicultural heritage. We respect the Indigenous people. I am Indigenous. We're working on hard on reconciliation. You sound like your agenda, it is. You sound like your agenda is all about like being divisive. Yeah, true north. Exactly, Brick. But that's not going to work in Canada. You can throw your divisiveness out. You can fucking try and break us. But we are literally a beautiful, strong country. Canada is about Canada. The United States are about like fighting Democrats against Republicans. We don't give a shit about that. Yes, we have our own shit to deal with, but in unison, when your president enacted and said that we were going to be the 51st state and enacted all the shit, Canadians came together. Canadians came together. And you know why? Because we are good people. We are neighbors. We care about each other, regardless of our politics. Yeah, we might not agree on everything, but I guarantee you, if a conservative had a neighbor that was a liberal and that liberal needed their shit, that conservative would be right there, right motherfucking up. It would be politics aside. That's because we're Canadian. No, I'm not kidding. That's how we roll. Yeah, but they're true to our honest Canadian culture. So like, if anybody fell apart, Canadians would be there for each other. I'm not lying. Any Canadian will be there for each other. Is there any Canadian in my life that would not help their brethren, politics aside? Let me ask anybody. Is there one Canadian in here that's conservative or liberal, but if your neighbor needed you, would you fucking say no? Would you shut them out? Is there? None of my Canadians would do that. Not one fucking Canadian would do that to each other. You can call us socialists, you can call us whatever you want. I get that. I never said they didn't. But all I'm saying is Canadians have each other's back. It doesn't matter politics. If a fucking town burned down and it was liberal and there were fucking conservatives next to it, those conservatives would be there helping those liberals in Canada. That's facts. I'm dead ass serious. Canadians are all about supporting each other regardless of our politics. Yes, we're frustrated. Yes, there are things that happen, but if shit came down to shit and a fucking liberal needed a fucking conservative's help to put out a fucking fire, you don't think a conservative would help a liberal? No fucking way. Our people help each other. Just because our fucking politics are different doesn't mean that we wouldn't be there for the next person. That's how we roll. When I have an American coming in here telling me that we're socialists and all the, fine, whatever you think, that's on you. But at the end of the day, Canadians will always fucking help each other. That's facts. You only support right-wing cool, then you do you. But I'll tell you something about Canada. We have a lot of right-wing people, but I know that if a farm was burning down and it was a left-wing person, that they'd roll up and fucking put that fire out. I don't know what that means to you. I don't even care, but I know that Canadians would do that. So you can hate us, but just so you know, regardless of politics, Canadians will always have Canadians' backs. That's facts. And that's something you can't say. And that sucks for you. Yeah, it is true. Canadians, how many Canadians do I have in here? Regardless of politics, would you help your neighbor? Just say yes. Just go. Canadians, just say yes. If your person was fucking liberal or conservative, would you help your neighbor? Canadians, just say yes. Well, you're funny. Actually, the majority of America doesn't agree with you. It's kind of sad. You're kind of sad. It's sad that you're in a woman's life trying to prove your point. Absolutely. Yeah, Canadians are fine people. We have each other's back. I love Americans. That's facts. I love Americans because I have so many American friends. Regardless of, I have American friends that voted for Trump, but they're still my best friends. You know why? Because I don't need to make politics the wholesome part of my life that I would disrespect my friends. I love that they have politics, but they are my people in soul. I'm not about that. But my people that I love, meh. I don't give a shit how they voted. I care about who they are. But for everybody that's sitting back with like conservatives, liberals, Republicans, dude, you do you. I can't fucking convince you otherwise. All I convince you is that like, I know that I'm a human being, and if a fucking conservative or a fucking Republican needed my help and I'm liberal, I would help them in a fucking heartbeat. I would help anybody in a heartbeat. Doesn't matter their political concepts. I just would. If you need my fucking help, I'm there. I'm Canadian, and that's how we roll. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Some of you are fucking going off the deep end of shit. Why can't you just care about each other? She's slowly sharing my views after I taught her the way things work. No, that's not it. You wish that was it, but yeah. No, that's not it at all. I'm in love with Canadians. I'm a proud Canadian. I'm a proud Native woman. I am Métis. I am so proud to be Canadian. Like, I cannot admit the amount of pride I have being an Indigenous Canadian woman. Yeah, no, we've been fucked over. And plus, I'm part of like the HBC shit. And like being a Métis is not the best space to be in. But Scarface, I don't care if she was or not. Do you think you have the right to control a woman's body? I know in Canada, we're really lucky that we get to choose what's right for us. I have had abortions, absolutely. And I have recognized at that point in my life that I wasn't ready to have a child, or it wasn't right. It is whatever you think it is, but like in our world, we are a beautiful, connected community that offers women the right to decide. Yeah, I am. I'm having a conversation. What anti-Christian thing? Well, can I be real with you? I'm actually not Christian. I'm Indigenous, so I pray to the Creator and my ancestors. So that's a Christian thing about you. That has nothing to do with me. You can be Christian and do whatever you like, and that's you. I don't push my beliefs on you, and I don't expect you to push your beliefs on me. But yeah, if it's anti-Christian and that's how you feel, that's you. It's got nothing to do with me. That's your way of living. Guys, I don't give a shit about what you're saying. In America, that's how things work. Is it? How many Americans do I have that can vouch for him? I want to know how many Americans think that you can't have an abortion because that's how things work. I want to hear it. How many Americans do I have that believe in women's rights? Yeah, I believe in abortion. Yeah, it is legal. We have the right to protect our bodies. They might be dark. I don't. Oh shit! I just got restricted. Exactly, my body, my choice. Yeah. Our body, our choice. Have you ever thought about the fact that maybe a woman who has to raise a child for 18 fucking years has thought that wouldn't be fair to the child? Have you ever thought about that? That the woman is being selfless enough to be like, I can't do this. I can't do this to a child. I don't want to put it in the system. Have you ever thought about that? Do you know how much courage it takes a woman to decide not to have a child because she knows she can't bring it into the world? No, you don't. And you shouldn't. For accountability for what? I've had abortions. I take accountability for it. I know it was the right decision for me. What are you talking about exactly? You're trying to control my right as to my body? You can do you. Like, you do you. But, like, I'm never going to tell somebody what they can or can't do. That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't have taken the accountability and had a kid. I didn't have a kid. I had an abortion. That's different. I had an abortion because I wasn't ready. I had psychological problems and I knew I couldn't handle it. So I made the best decision that I could at the time, which was not to have it, which was to abort. Anything else? Like, oh, no, that wasn't it. I was actually gang raped by 5 men. It was a horrific experience in my life. I was gang raped and I got pregnant and I chose to abort. I was gang raped by 5 men. Yeah, I was. But yeah, so I chose not to have the kid. So you punish the baby for it. The baby didn't do that to you. Well, here's the thing. When 5 men rape you, how do you know who the father is? What kind of life is that child gonna hear? So I'm supposed to be impregnated by 5 men who gang raped me and figure my shit out. Is that what you're saying? Like, I didn't know who the father was. I was gang raped. Could have put the kid in father. Really? So you think a child in foster care is going to be good? I was in foster care. And do you know what foster care did to me? It fucking raped me. It brutalized me. It sent me through many people. I was actually in foster care. So let me tell you this. Foster care is not where you want a child to be. I was in foster care and it was the most disgusting and rapiest part of my life when I was little. So when 5 men gang raped me and I got pregnant and I had an abortion, you want me to have birth that child and give it up to the system that I've been in, that I got gang raped by? Let's explore that. He would have a chance of... How the fuck did anybody know that it was their guy? There were 5 guys that gang raped me. You think that they get to have a choice? Listen, I know that you think that you're a Christian and you're doing the right thing. But I've been raped since I was 8 years old. Me, I have been. So if I got pregnant when I was 10, 11, or 12, you'd make me have that child? I'm just saying. Okay. Say you're right. Say I could have had it and been done with it. What would happen to that child? Tell me, what would happen with that child? Where's that child gonna go? Into the system? Would you adopt it? I love these honest conversations. I honestly do. Sorry. Someone will adopt it most likely. No. I've been in the system. You don't get adopted. No, I've been in the system. What you do is you get held into a system that rapes you and violates you, where men fucking molest you and fuck you when you're like 10 years old. Oh, really? A Canadian problem? You don't think Americans have that? Oh, Chris. I'm sorry that you're so, dude. That's right. Exactly. Well, it's not illegal where I am. Cool. My aunt was a foster. She fostered 20 kids. She was an incredible woman. I'm not saying the foster system is bad. I'm just saying, like, for somebody to say, like, you needed to just put your kid in the foster system. It doesn't work like that. I was extremely abused. It doesn't work. It does work. Have you been raped? Made your face suck a fucking predator's dick, or have you been fucked up the asshole when you were a child and raped? Has any of that happened to you? Well, picture what it's like to be me and experience that. And then to have somebody come into my live and be like, you should just deal with it. You should just have a kid that gets put into the system. That's what happened to me when I was in the system. And that would never happen. Congratulations. It never happened to you. Good. I'm happy it didn't happen. It should never happen to anybody. I'm actually happy that it never happened to you. It was the worst experience of my life. But okay, because it didn't happen to you. Some of you people are the ones that make... Okay. No, I'm not going to do that, Stacy. Just shut the fuck up. We're having a conversation. What did I do to you to make you feel so defensive about being impregnated at a young age that you had to fucking shut shit down? Do you know what it's like when you are 8 years old and you don't even know what a dick looks like, but you're being forced to fucking suck one? Do you know what that means? Do you know what it's like when you are little and your tiny little thing is too tiny, so they try and stick it up your ass? Do you know what that means? And then when they do, they basically rape you from the outside in. So if I get pregnant at a young age because of an abuser, you want me to have that child. Cool, 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 cool. Nobody deserves that. Yeah, I should deserve that. It's up to you guys. The fact of the matter is, it's men like you that say, you need to have the kid, or you deserved it, or all that shit, whatever. I was little. I didn't deserve half the shit that happened to me. I didn't deserve the rapey. I didn't deserve the molestation. I didn't deserve the physical abuse. I got beat so hard back against my legs that I had fucking welts that were bleeding at the back of my legs because I wouldn't comply. So, okay, fair enough. I wasn't only raped by the men that my father knew. I was raped by like a circumference of men. And then when I was 25, I got gang raped. You created a second victim. Cool. So it's not about me, it's about a second victim. Okay, cool, whatever. That's how you feel. That's fine. What do you propose I do about it as a female? What would you like me to do? Sit in my space and feel violated, humiliated, and absolutely fucking abused and raped? And then put a child into the system, the same system that raped me. The same system that raped me. So the cycle could start again. I'm just curious. Yeah, I was. And if I had had that kid, it would have been put in the system and went through the exact same shit. But you do you. Like, judge me all you want. I'm just sitting here talking my truth. You guys can judge me all you want, but that's what happened to me. Yes, is murder? Dude, it isn't murder. Do you know why? The worst form of abuse is being fucked up the ass by a grown man when you're a child and being fucking beaten down and constantly doing this. I wish murder was the worst form of abuse, but it wasn't. I wish I would have been murdered not to experience. I wish someone would have fucking choked me, strangled me, and fucked me up. I wish murder was the worst form of abuse, but it wasn't. It was living through that shit. It was living through that shit. Oh, it wasn't a baby. It was a fetus. And I just didn't want to bring that fetus into the world that I experienced. So I actually saved that baby. No, because I couldn't testify. They actually fucking arrested a few of them over my years. I'm delusional. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Why would I bring a child into this world to be raped and... Thank you, user. Scarface, you just called me a murderer, and I'm not. I'm actually a beautiful human being. I'm just trying to protect. The baby has a right to life to what? Be fucking violated and abused just because you think so? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. The fact that you would want a child to be brought into this world, put into the same system that I was abused in, just because you fucking have an opinion on things when you've never, ever absorbed that brutality. That's what's fucked up. That's fucked up. Like, the fact that people come into my live and they're like, oh, you're a baby murderer and all this shit. Do you know what it's like to be a woman that's been fucking violated and end up pregnant? And then told that you have to have that baby even though you don't know what daddy it is and that you're supposed to take care of it? It's hard. I would never bring a baby into this world. Not like that. Being sexually assaulted, have a child out of that, and then be expected to raise that child in an environment. Even if I gave it to the system, that kid would be violated by the system because I was violated by the system. You know what I mean? I was fucking raped by 5 men. When I grew up, I was raped by a multitude of men in my tiny town. But I have men coming in here saying that I killed a child. Dude, I was killed as a child. I was... Hang on one sec. Okay. So this time I'm gonna explain it. Just give me a second. Okay, when you're little, all right, cool, alligator tears. Fuck. Alligator tears. Fine. I'm not fucking crying anymore. Fine. Alligator tears. Fucking gator tears. I'm not real. I'm fake. I'm fake. I'm fake. That tumor is what you did for this karma with those kids. Okay, well. You don't know me. You don't know what I endured as a child. You're sitting here. You're suffering for your actions. Cool. I'm suffering for my actions. Fine. What gives you the right to judge what I'm going through right now? Cool guy. What gives you the right now? I just want to know. What gives you the right? Curious. That's all. What gives you the fucking right? Do you know me? Do you know what I've been through? No, but I tell you and then you're like, wah, wah, wah. You're just being a baby, whatever. So what happened to make you hate me so much? No, what happened? I'm curious. Cool guy. I'm going to say that I'm here for you as any friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. What's your favorite? I'm not talking about that. He doesn't have any rate. Thank you. I'm not going to answer any random questions right now. We're in a bit of a moment right now. Listen to me. When I tell you fuckers that I was abused growing up, I was. When I tell you fuckers that I got pregnant and I aborted that shit because I needed to, because I couldn't fucking handle not knowing which of the 5 guys was the dad to my fucking rape, that's what I did. When one of you comes into my live and says, well, you just murdered a child, my fucking heart was murdered. My whole fucking world was murdered. You do you. But I'm just telling you, when you get raped as a woman by 5 different men, and you end up pregnant, yeah, doesn't feel good. Yeah, I went through some shit, man. I went through a heartache and a fucking trauma. You don't think I wanted to have a baby? Fuck. If I don't know who the daddy is and I've been raped by it, like, what do you fucking want? Sure? Are you saying like, sure that happened or sure? So you just think I'm like just having abortions left, right, and center. Do you know how hard it is to have an abortion, cool guy? You don't. Any woman that's had an abortion has had to go through like self-reflection and pain and hurt. It's hard. It's fucking, it breaks your brain. Cool guy. Most abortions are the result of your experience. I don't give a shit what they are. I don't judge women for their experience of like having abortions. It's not my job. It's every woman's personal choice. I'm just telling you that, like, after being raped by 5 guys and ending up pregnant, I felt violated. But you seem to like have a handle on every woman and her shit. So what makes you think? Of course. What do you mean by that, Chris? No, I'm not going to block anybody, you guys. I'm having a conversation with these guys. What do you mean? Of course I did. Violated. You had other options for us. Okay. Did you not hear me when I said that I got violated in foster care? I was sexually assaulted as a child in foster care. So did you expect me to think that it was going to be okay to have this child and put it in foster care? Just because, like, exactly. It was a violation. So what did you want me to do when I got pregnant after being raped by 5 different men? Give this child to the social care system that raped me when I was little? I'm just curious. Because that's what happened. Yeah? Oh, holy fuck. Are you guys watching this? Are you guys fucking watching this? Did you just see what Cool Guy said? He's like, yeah, let that kid get raped. Oh, dude, you're probably one of the people that raped them. You come across like you're a pedo. You are definitely one of those. You are literally the guy that fucking loves that shit. Yeah, you're a fucking pedo, dude, because the only person that would ever say that is a guy that wants to rape a young kid. That's you. You're a fucking pedo. Welcome, everybody. Cool Guy is a fucking pedo. Yeah, they should check his phone. Oh, dude, you are a fucking pedo. You are a trafficker. You are the dirtiest type of man right now. You're the one that's like, put them into the social system so that I can fucking get at them. That's you. You're like, why would you rape? Because only a man that fucking wants access to children in the system would fucking want those. Yeah, he does. He wants little babies. That's what you are, fucker. That's why you're fighting me so hard, is because you want children in the system so you have access to them. Dude, it's you. You're blasting your own self. Does everybody see Cool Guy blasting himself as a pedo? You're a pedo. You want girls to go into the system so that you can fuck them. That's you. Dude. You're disgusting. You are disgusting. You are one of them. Nice deflection. That's what a pedo would say. You're disgusting. You're the one that wants to fuck. He's slime. He's disgusting. That guy is a pedo. He's trying to come up here and be like, you wouldn't have a baby and put it. Well, if I didn't put my baby in the system, you wouldn't have access to her. So basically, you want girls in the system so that you can access them because you are a fucking pedo. That's what you are. Guys, recognize this. What the fuck is his name? Cool Guy. Don't you have a tumor that's... Dude, you're a fucking pedo. All you want is the fucking... get on little girls. You just want them to go in the system so you have access to them. You're nasty. You're the dirtiest type of people. You're like trying to fucking make everybody feel some type of way and then deflecting, but you're dirty. No, you're fucking dirty. You are disgusting. You want little girls to go into the system so that you can, yeah, he is, so that he can have access to them. He is slime. He's fucking nasty. He is the dirtiest. He's so gross. I doubt that would happen. Oh, really? Dude, you are nasty as fuck. You are so low rate dirty. You're just like saying, put the kids into the system, just waiting to eat them. Like you're a part of the problem. You're fucking dirty. You cannot even handle reality that you don't even protect kids, that you're just waiting to fucking get on them. Like you're that dirty. You're disgusting. You're a fucking predator. You just want women to give them into so that they end up with you so that you can have a fucking moment with them. That's how dirty you are. You're actually a fucking creep. Good luck with all that. By the way, someone should report him. He's fucking nasty. He's been like sitting here saying like, oh my God, you should put him into the system, where most children get abused because he's part of the abusive system. Because I have an abortion to protect myself. Oof, you're gross. You are literally a gross piece of shit. You are literally a fucking child molester. You're just waiting for them to go into the system so you have access. You are disgusting. Why else would you be fighting for this so hard? Look at Cool Guy. He's a child molester. Yeah, he is. Definitely. He's a fucking child molester. Good job, buddy. You just exposed yourself. You're disgusting. You're an actual piece of shit. And the funny thing about Cool Guy is he has 0 followers and 0 following. He's literally a child molester. That guy is a fucking creep. I blocked him. He has no followers. He's basically coming at me because I had an abortion. But he's fucking disgusting. No, he's disgusting. He's literally fucking disgusting. I can't even tell you. That guy was so hell-bent. And where's that other fucker that came in here and is like, oh, you're a child murderer. Dude, if you want a fucking child to be a part of your shit because you need to fucking prove a point, you're not thinking about the child. You're literally a fucking asshole. All you want is to prove a point. Don't come into my live and pretend like you got shit going on. And then I have people coming in here like, oh, you should just have the kid and you're murdering people. Do you know what it's like to be a child by myself fucking suffering because I'm trying to explain to you guys the abuse that I've had and you're like, yeah. Like, been violated as a child. Restriction for alcohol, tobacco. Okay, whatever. This one's fun.
Wave after wave, wave after wave, I'm slowly drifting.
And my big shirt. What's up, baby?